everybody and welcome to the Chef's Top. The Chef's Top is an awesome YouTube channel with tons of amazing recipes. These recipes are fun, simple and easy to make with your whole family. My name is Aditya Nagarkar and I'm going to be teaching you how to make all these awesome recipes. Have you ever been to the grocery store and seen packets of dried pasta? These are not that healthy and they cost a lot compared to what I'm going to teach you. So let's learn how to make fresh homemade herb pasta dough. So to make this fresh herb pasta dough, we will need 1 cup all-purpose flour, 2 small eggs, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of oregano, a quarter of a teaspoon chili flakes, and a quarter of teaspoon of ajwain seeds, also known as oa. These are actually optional. In fact, all of the herbs in this dish are optional. If you choose to make the pasta without the herbs because you may not have some of them, it is completely okay and the pasta will taste just as good. This is a picture of the ajwain or carom seeds. So, to make our fresh homemade herb pasta, we will need to pass the salt and the flour through a sieve. So, take the 1 cup of flour and put it in the sieve. Then, take the quarter of a teaspoon of salt and put that in the sieve too. Then, sieve it properly till all the flour is completely passed. The next step to making this is to transfer the flour mixture to a suitable vessel such as this. Then you have to take your fingers and use them to make a well in the center of the flour mixture. After this, you have to take your 2 eggs and then crack them into this well with a fork. After this, you have to take a fork and whisk these eggs inside this well. Do not purposely mix the eggs with the flour. The flour will naturally incorporate itself into the egg mixture. After whisking your mixture for about 1 minute, it should look something like this. Now it is time to incorporate our spices. We have to take 1 teaspoon of oregano, a quarter of a teaspoon of ajwain seeds or carom seeds, and a quarter of a teaspoon of chili flakes. Then you have to continue whisking this till the egg is naturally incorporated with most of the flour and you cannot mix it further. Do not rush this process and try and incorporate flour by yourself. This will not make the pasta turn out nicely. So, you should always wait for the flour to turn itself in naturally. This may take some time. After mixing your mixture for around 10 to 12 minutes, it should look something like this. If you've mixed your mixture right and it's become too thick to mix anymore, then take some extra flour from another bowl and sprinkle it on the top of the flour. A lot of flour may be required for this. Then take the flour and egg mixture and turn everything onto a plate. After overturning the egg mixture, we are going to have to mix the egg mixture with the flour mixture by hand. It should look something like this. Your hands may become dirty in the process. Also, by the end of this process, do not be afraid if you have not used all of the flour. It's okay. If your dough is becoming too thick and you've not used all the flour, then take the flour and put it on another bowl. Once the dough is mixed properly with the flour like this, then take some excess flour and sprinkle it around the dough. Then take the dough and start kneading it like this. Once you have kneaded the dough for 5 minutes, take a knife and cut through it midway. If there are any air bubbles where you have cut it, that means that the dough is not kneaded properly. If there are very few air bubbles or no air bubbles, that means that the dough is kneaded properly and you can do it. Also, do not be afraid to use more flour when kneading the dough. It's okay if your dough becomes sticky and you need more flour. After this, take the 2 pieces of dough and put them in a bowl and cover it. Then you have to leave it for at least half an hour for the pasta dough to rest. You can also leave it in the fridge overnight for it to rest. After resting your pasta dough for half an hour, take half of your pasta dough and keep it on a well-floured surface such as this. Then take your rolling pin and start rolling the pasta dough. Remember, since we are not using a pasta machine, this needs to be as thin as possible. Remember to flip and turn your pasta dough occasionally. Now your thin pasta sheet is ready. The next step is to take the pasta dough and start cutting it into thin slices. I prefer mine to be in the shape of the fettuccine pasta, though you can do it in whichever shape you like. This is a picture of your finished pasta. Now the only step remaining is to put this in some boiling water with salt. Then your pasta is ready. So, thanks for watching the latest episode of the Chef's Talk, how to make fresher pasta. Remember, I post twice every month, so be sure to be on the lookout for all my latest recipes. Please subscribe to my channel to get all the latest news about my newest recipes. Thanks for watching. Bye.